Hola, peoples. All right. I'm going to share with you today. Sorry, I just totally got distracted, of course. I'm going to share with you like an empowerment, like personal power empowerment, like jar container spell. But before we do that, before we get into the empowerment magic, I'm going to pull a card from Ask and It Is Given just to sort of like allow people to tune in, give us a moment to tune in with everyone and get the conversation rolling, all that wonderful stuff. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I've missed everyone. It feels so weird not doing videos when I wake up in the morning on the weekends. It's just odd to me. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Let me move this over here. Well, hello, Jessica, Michelle, Tara, Carla, Samantha. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So, yeah, I'm just going to pull a card for inspiration just to allow people to tune in. And if you think anyone may enjoy this experience, again, we're going to talk about empowerment magic. We're going to talk about like personal power, an empowerment jar. I'm going to give you a technique or a spell. Okay. And I just want everyone to know your magic is your magic. So I'm giving you like a construct. I'm giving you an outline, an idea of something that can be worked and personalized and fine-tuned for your specific craft. Okay. So whatever your tradition is, whatever it is that you do, what I offer you are just different ideas, right? Different things to take into consideration when you're formulating for yourself. Well, hello, Mona. Hello, Taya. Welcome. Welcome, Leslie. Hello, Amanda, Anna. Welcome. So I know some people have messaged me a little frustrated because I don't give you specific formulations like, 5 drops of this, 2 ounces of this, whatever. But it's not my I don't want you to get hung up on how I personally formulate things. I want you to be able to understand the different energies that you're working with, and that it is up to you. It is your craft. It is your work, and so you get to feel that out. You get to discern what it is you want, and you get to also do the research. You get to research and familiarize yourself with the different plant spirits and the crystal spirits and all of that, and you get to decide like, okay, well, I really feel like I want this as a more dominant energy. And that's why I do what I do, because I don't want you to get stuck on, oh, here is this exact formula, I'm going to do this the entire time. No, you need to find something that works for you and your craft, your personal. It's 9:28 a.m. here in Northern California. So I don't want you to get stuck on some of the stuff that I say. I want you to be able to research and discern for yourself how to make it work for you, right? So that's why I do what I do. Well, good morning. Hello, Diane, Mary, awesome, Regina. Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna choose a card just to get us started, and then I'll get into the formula, okay, or the spell. Well, hello, Wanda. Good afternoon. So, y'all, I am like figuring all this shit out. Like, I've been cleaning and organizing and perfecting my office space, and it's just still. I had to move. I moved my microphone. I'm trying to just get this in a better. Just trying to make it feel right. So it's a little wonky. So our inspiration for what day is it? Monday? Our inspiration for Monday is I am in the perfect position to get there from here. So I am in the perfect position to get there. Apparently, that's there. So I am in the perfect position to get there from here. So what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? Well, hello, Susie, Megan. Welcome. So I am in the perfect position to get there from here. So nothing has to change in your environment or in the circumstances that surround you for you to begin to deliberately allow your own connection to the stream of well-being. You are in the perfect place right now to begin. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? That's interesting. So I am in the perfect position to get there from here. So what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? Let's talk a little bit about that. But for our Monday inspiration, I feel like this is a really good thing that we always think, oh, I'm gonna wait until I get to this spot to do this work, right? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Well, we need to stop waiting because there's no time like the present. There's no time like the present. We need to realize, like, we just need to show up for ourselves. We might not have all the shit figured out. We might not, and that's okay. We don't need to. We just need to show up and we need to start. We need to implement something, and we're in the perfect position. Sorry, everyone wants to message me when I'm doing something, but never when I'm not. We're in the perfect position to get to where we want to be from where we currently are. Because if you think about it, when we get inspired, you like that? When we get inspired, we get y'all, it's morning, so be gentle with me. When we get inspired, we get hit with this idea, like, boom, oh, I want to do something. I have this idea to initiate something, and that is a perfect moment. That is a perfect moment, not necessarily always to take action, like just go do the thing, but it's the perfect moment to take full advantage of the idea process and the creative process and everything else that sort of surrounds that. So when we get that hit of inspiration, we realize, like, oh, there's something here. And in that moment, we are in the perfect position to get to where we want to be by focusing on what the idea is, how it makes us feel, where we are going with it. Does that make sense? I can get to my goals from the point I am at now. Seize my goal. Absolutely. Seize your goal. Absolutely. Because if we can think about it, and again, right now, like today, y'all, I have a lot of errands to do this week. My birthday is on Saturday, and so I have a lot of doctor stuff that I have to do. And I was going to wait till Wednesday to do some doctor stuff, but I decided, like, I just felt, boom. You know what? No, I'm thinking about it now, which is funny. I'm thinking about it now. I feel like I need to go now. So after this video, I'm going to head to the doctor, get some blood work done, all this other stuff. So it's kind of like that. It's like, no. I feel it now. Like, I need to do this now because I just feel like this is a perfect time to get it done. I don't know, but I just feel like this is a perfect time. And so that's what I'm going to do. And it's a lot like that, where we have to consider, you know what? I am in this position right now where I am. So when I think of something, if I want to create something new in that moment, that's the perfect time. Because in that moment, I get inspired, I get uplifted, I get ideas and the creative. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. I get all of this information. And so what happens when we get all of that information is we get really excited. We have these, like, adventurous thoughts, and we sort of disconnect or dislodge our focus on the things that are not going correctly for us, or the things that are frustrating us, right? So does that make sense? And so when we get that inspiration, that's like the ideal time. Boom, let me focus or fine tune or tune in to the things that I desire, the things that I want, the things that I love, this newfound, like, adventure. Because now when I do that, I focus, I give my energy, my time, my awareness to this new idea, this new experience, and I disconnect from the other stuff. So it gives me more energy, more time to feel better, and I initiate that into my world. Okay. So a little inspiration before we get into our actual video, the content. And I will ask all of you. So hopefully you enjoyed that little card. I think it's a good upliftment to contemplate for the rest of the day, and just be mindful of. But let's get into this empowerment jar. It's a container spell, it's a jar spell. And I should have brought a jar, y'all, but I don't have one with me. So I will ask you this now. So what do you associate with empowerment? Like personal empowerment, what do you associate with empowerment? Like what herbs, what oils, what scents? Is there a certain scent that comes up when you think of empowerment? Is there a certain color? Is there a certain color that comes up when you think of empowered feeling? Is there a certain like animal or insect that comes up when you think of like empowerment and feeling really good and like really strong and courageous and strong and strong? I said that and just in your own. So I love jar spells too. I really do. I love container spells, all kinds of containers. Well, thank you, Tina. I appreciate it. Thank you, Amanda. Dragons, yeah. So yeah, black. Okay, I like that. Yeah. So when you're again, just an idea, thought process that because we're having a conversation. When you're working this spell, this magic, keep all of that take all of that into consideration. So anything that you associate with empowerment, that is something that you have a personal connection to. That's important. What is also cat hair, sorry. It's still there. Sorry. What's also important, I can feel it like right. It's like a little whatever. But what's also important is yes, your personal connection to things. So that's extremely important. But the research, the history, so we understand that herbs and other things have metaphysical history, spiritual history, mundane history, all of it. They all have energy that backs it. So we take that into consideration. We also co-create with our personal connection with these things, and we use that as a form of power, as our what we take that into consideration when we formulate what we are working with. So dragons, black, I like yellow and red for me. Yeah. I think yellow and red too at times because it's like, yellow, red. I think of the phoenix. I think yellows like and reds and orange too, like opening the pathway, motivation, strong, uplifting. I think of, yeah, I can see that for sure. Dragon's blood, yes, you're gonna like. I have dragon's blood in here. You're gonna like what I'm sharing with you in a second. Dragon's blood, cinnamon, star. Do you say anise or anise? Because I've heard people pronounce it both ways. I'm curious how y'all pronounce it. Anise, anise, anise. Je ne sais. I do not know. Purple. Ooh, yeah, royalty. Gold, hawk, amethyst, quartz. I like that. I read that as camel. Uh, dragon's blood, copal, fire and flame. Yeah, I like that. These are great responses. I like that. Yeah, and it's anise. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you. See, I always pronounce it anise as well, and then someone is like said, "Oh, anise," and I'm like, have I been saying it wrong this entire time? I might have, but hmm, the things you learn. Okay, so for this empowerment jar, obviously you're going to need, well, hello, Raquel. Thank you. You're going to need a jar. You're going to need a jar. Jar with a lid because you're gonna shake, shake, shake. I have my meds. You're gonna shake, shake, shake. So you're gonna need a jar, or you could shit if you all have medication you take, you could use these too. So you're gonna need a container with a lid. Okay, a container with a lid, and so you're also going to need dragon's blood. I'm looking at my notes over here, so if you see that, that's what I'm doing. So your jar with your lid, dragon's blood, myrrh, copal. I love copal. I do. With copal, it's sacred to me. With copal, I enjoy the vibration of it, the upliftment of it. I feel like spiritually connected and strong and in my own power and co-creating with dragon's blood and myrrh. I love it. It's wonderful. It's delicious even. And you're also going to need bay leaves. Do I have any? I do have someone somewhere. I got some. They're back there. I'm not going to go that far. They're back there. So, but yeah, you're gonna need bay leaves. And the thing about the bay leaves, they're really great in like wish magic and creation, like a creative space. They're really great to focus on your intentions, and putting those intentions, coupling it with your will, your magic to create, to bring something into the physical world, right? And so with bay leaves, with Yo, there's so much going on here and I'm just trying to get everything out, but sometimes it just doesn't work and I short circuit. So with bay leaves, what you want to do, you can use as many as you want. So if you have like a favorite number, like an empowering number, then utilize that many. You can. So again, I like to work with like 3, 5, and 9, but sometimes more, sometimes not. It just depends on what I'm feeling in that moment, right? So with the bay leaves, whatever number that you want, exactly, Michelle. Hello, that's what we're about to do. Thank you. Yes, exactly. So, with your bay leaves, what you want to do is write on like that, right on that bay leaf, like some sort of empowerment, something that specifically to you or your client or the person you're working this for. So you want to write on the bay leaf something of empowerment, different phrases, different words, different sigils, symbols. Again, you could the like the hawk. Whoever said hawk, Michelle, was that you? Let me see. But whoever said hawk, I remember reading it. And then dragon, you can draw a symbol of a dragon. Yeah, it was Michelle. Okay. So you can draw an image of a dragon on the bay leaf because that's representing like empowerment, power, strength, whatever it represents. It's connecting you to your own empowerment, right? And so you can put that on a bay leaf, and then you get another one, and you write like a phrase or a word or an affirmation on that bay leaf, right? Write something on it that represents that sort of empowered experience, that energy, that vibration, that beauty, that strength, the courage, all of that shit, right? Put that on your bay leaf, your bay leaves. Okay, so your jar, your lid, your jar with your lid, your dragon's blood myrrh, copal, bay leaves that you write your empowering thoughts, affirmations. You put on the empowering like symbols, whatever. That's really all you need. The rest is gravy. That's really all you need, honestly. You can add different things to it as if you want, but this is just the basics. So you have your jar, you have your ingredients. You're connecting with each ingredient as you put in the way you're trained to, in your own tradition, your own practice. You say, we're here for empowerment. We're here to uplift. We're here to find my strength and find my power, and all of that. To discover it, unearth it, to strengthen it, and you put all of that in your little jar, your little container. I'm like, I heard something besides this. And then if you want to customize it on the lid, the underneath of the lid, you can put like this empowered. You can put your name to represent you. This is for me, and you can put different symbols of power, empowerment, things that inspire you. You can put that on it. You could also put like different petition, like pieces of paper with your petitions on them that express empowerment. You can put that in the jar as well if you want. You could even take like beans, honestly, because beans are really great for like abundance and success and being taken care of and such. So you can put beans, like a few like 359, whatever number or whatever. You can put that in with your jar. And again, you're going to channel your magic. You're going to imbue it with your power, and you're going to raise that energy. You're going to do, again, whatever your practice says to you, whatever it is. It's your magic, and you're going to activate it. You're going to give it life. You're going to do all of those things. And then that just doesn't look right. And then you shake it to activate it. And so what you do, like when you want to feel empowered or when you want to feel connected, you can go to the jar and you can just like, it just doesn't look right. You can shake it. You can just keep shaking, right? You shake it. And as you shake it, it activates that energy. And that's how you use it. You can take it to the next level for yourself if you want. You can burn a candle on top of it. You can take the colors that you find as empowering, and you can place candles on either side of it, or however you want, however it makes sense to you. and you can burn those candles. And if you're going to use this like in a candle magic, a candle spell, let me give you a little bonus here. So you can make an oil, like an empowerment oil, and your empowerment oil would be like orange, because I love my orange, clary sage, ginger, and a little bit of patchouli. For those who hate patchouli, I'm so sorry, I know, but it's empowering to me. So orange, clary sage, ginger, patchouli. Um, it works well, for empowerment. And then you mix it with carrier oil. 50-50, and you can use that oil as an empowerment oil to dress those candles, light those bitches up, and let empower your jar, your magic, and use it in magical workings. You can do it to charge it. If you want to charge your jar, you can use different crystals and different curios that you associate with your personal empowerment, and put that into the jar, into your magic. And then if you're doing a candle spell, like if you can store this away, after you've made it, you feel like, okay, I'm good. You can store this away. And then when you feel like you need to have that empowered energy again, you can bring it out, get your candles, get your oil, dress the candles, do your thing, petition, pray, chant, channel, commute, like do what you do, and then light those things up and call forth that energy. And as those things are lit, then you can, shake your jar, shake your jar. It's just everything. Shake your jar and activate that magic. Does that make sense? It's really simple. It's really simple and really fun. These are really good to do with kids as well. Obviously you want to make sure with oils and such, you probably want to mix that for them, just because dilution of essential oil, children's skin, be careful. But it's really fun to work with children as well, because again, this helps them feel like they're having some fun, and it's adventurous, exciting, and then it's magic, as well as it helps them to get into that sort of practice where it's empowering, and it's beautiful, it's wonderful, and they get to think of things that they find like really cool and empowering, and they can put it in there, and then they can just shake it when they're having like a day that they just feel like they need a little strength, that it's just not. Oh, you guys, you just can have them shake it. You can go at the family altar or whatever. There's so many different ideas that you can use to work this. Um, yeah, it'd be fun for kids. It reminds me of back in the day, like when I was in like grade school, like when we're young. Uh, Making those I talked about this before, the paper plates, like the rainmakers or something. You stapled like paper plates like together, put some like beans or noise thingies in there, and then you just shook it. It reminds me of that, but better. So yeah, exactly. That's why um practice safe witchery, and just be aware. I would do the oil myself, but just be aware. Let's see. For old jars, you suggest retiring them, burying them, or recharging them. Like old jars, like that you've moved, like you've used in spell work before. Is that what you mean? Because if that's what you mean, then it just depends. Like I have some like old, I have some jars that have some really disgusting stuff in them. It's for maledictive work, and so I don't reuse that shit, especially because I don't want to open it. So I handle that the way I need to handle that. So I don't reuse that. But if it's something that if it just depends. So I use proper discernment. So if it's something that was temporary, if it was something that was temporary, then yeah, and I feel okay at disposing of the internal stuff, then yeah, I'll reuse. Shit, sometimes jars can be expensive. So if you need to reuse your own jars, do it. But it just, again, it depends on what's inside of those damn jars. If it's nasty, then I'm not going to open that shit again. No. But if it's just like, if it's something like this, I wouldn't mind opening the empowerment jar and disposing of it if I needed to reuse a jar. But obviously, if I'm going to reuse a jar, I would probably like some like frankincense and myrrh, or I would like some Palo Santo or whatever, and I would smoke cleanse the jar, and rinse it, clean it, do all those wonderful things. Awesome. Yeah. Hey, if it works, keep it. Keep feeding it, keep doing all that stuff. I use my rum bottles. Yeah, wonderful. I use my Patron bottles and yeah, some other things. So, any questions? Did that make sense? I hope that made sense. But if you have any questions, any last minute questions, any last minute thoughts, feel free. But I just wanted to get on here, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, let's talk about empowerment, like personal power, and stepping into our own and how we can use that. And I think this is really beneficial because it shows you that you can have fun with it, but also, customize it to your own practice and just let your creative juices flow. But it's really simple and really fun. And I think that we need to magic is dangerous, magic is serious, but we also need to remember that magic is also very fun and adventurous, and we need to be able to blend, wow, the seriousness, the danger, as well as the excitement, the adventure, and the innocence of some of it. So yeah. Well, thank you, Carla. Thank you. Definitely have fun with it. Can you? Yeah, yeah. Use empty bottles. Yeah. I mean, shoot. I've used old medication bottles. And if you're gonna do that, like again, it's up to you to decide like what you want. Like I'll take the sticker off of this, and then sometimes I'll put paper, or I'll put like the stuff you use. Why can't for scrapbooking, those fun designed papers, all that shit, I'll put that on there, something, whatever, I'll design the jar, so you can do that as well, just to make it something special, something fun. I might paint it, but yeah, you can reuse jars. I mean, if they're empty, uh they're waiting to be filled, right? It's too early. It's too early, guys. But yeah, have fun with that. Yeah, definitely use an empty bottle. Or are you talking about like a plastic bottle or something like that? Do what you have to make it work for you. So if that's what you have, and that's what you have, do it. You know, your connection to it is important. Yeah. But yeah, have fun with it. So, okay. Okay. I think that's it. But yeah, if you're watching a recording of this and if you have questions, feel free to comment, let me know, and always suggest anything that you'd like me to share my thoughts on, discuss. If you have any ideas for like our future readings that we do, if you have any thoughts about different decks that you want me to work with, let me know. I'm happy to get a new deck, y'all. I'm happy to, absolutely. There's a deck that I really want. I'm saving for. It's called Dust to Onyx. Ugh, I want it so bad, but I'm saving for it. But yeah, and if you want to know how to have fun with us and support this experience, you can do so by reading the description, clicking that link. And there's so many different ways. Just engage with me across social media, share my stuff, talk with me. There's so many different ways. And I have fun. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing space with me. It really means the world to me. I love it. And I'm procrastinating because I don't want to go get blood work done. Ew. Susie, because I don't want to go get blood work done, so Susie, I want it. Yes, it was a part of a Kickstarter, and that's why I'm like, y'all, if you know any Kickstarter decks, tarot, oracle, whatever, you let me know, because I didn't know about it until it was over, and I'm like, shit, it was cute. It was cute. So I will be back. I will be back later this evening or afternoon. I get bored, so that I'm like, okay, my work's done. I need to do a video. So I'll be back later this afternoon, evening with yeah, the Kickstarter is over. From what I understand, the Kickstarter is over, so I wasn't able to get it because I didn't find out about it until it was done. So yeah, I will talk to y'all later. Okay, have fun. Be blessed.